Bruh, so I just remembered a story, a crazy 2 Chainz story.
Oh, yes.
That I was thinking about when you said about being like accepted. Like, how do your sound be accepted? And it's 2 Chainz, Chris Brown, okay?
Wow.
I know I saved something. I know one of these stories would definitely fit somewhere. But okay, so 2008, I believe, I get a call from Jay Wiz. Shout out to Jay Wiz. He hits me up and he's like, "Yo, you want to open up for Chris Brown tomorrow?" I'm like, "Oh, open up for Chris Brown? Like 2 sold out shows?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" So he had 2 shows. It was supposed to be him and Bow Wow, but Bow Wow didn't make it. So the first night they just had a DJ. The second night, yo, Jay Wiz's manager, shout out to Megan, Red Eye Clothing out there in Kauai. She had the connects. I don't know how they did it, but he calls me up. He says, "Yo, we're opening up for Chris Brown tomorrow. You down?" I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah.
Sold out arena. Chris Brown was like crazy hot. This is like pre-Rihanna craziness.
Right.
And so we opened up for Chris Brown. The show was crazy. It was me, Jay Wiz. Kaipo Kapua was on there with us.
Hey, shout
Jay
out Kaipo.
Crooks, Osna. We performed. While we were performing, Chris Brown and his homies even came out and danced on stage. I got the video of it.
Nice.
Got the video of it. When he called me out for the last song, I just remember running out to a full packed house and, yelling out, "If y'all ready to party, let me hear you say chee-hoo." And like hear a sold out arena say it back and perform. It was just like, bro, I'm getting chicken skin because like it's talk about living in the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so glad we had our bougie digital camera to film it. It's on YouTube. You can watch it. But after that, shout out to the homie Darnell Jones. The night prior, he had hit me up to do the after party, Chris Brown after party at Pipeline Cafe.
Oh shit!
Wow.
But it didn't end up happening. There was the party got canceled. So he's like, "Yo, my boy Dantana from Las Vegas, he's a promoter. He's gonna be doing the show, the after party tomorrow night, and he's gonna have this group called the Players Circle." I was like, "Oh, Players Circle, the Duffel Bag Boys."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
That's when the song was popping
Right.
off. It's like, "Oh, they're here in Hawaii. They're gonna perform at the after party, and it's gonna be Players Circle, Chris Brown, and you can be the first act." I was like, "Oh, dope."
Yeah.
So going into the show, the Chris Brown concert, I knew that I was like, "Yo, fellas, after this, we're gonna go to Pipeline Cafe. We're gonna perform." And like, "Oh, yeah, for sure." So we do the show. Just the whole vibe in there is super crazy. Like, there's a million girls in there trying to get to Chris Brown. Like, anything the DJ plays, everybody just turned up. You know what I mean? We perform, come off stage. We go up to the green room in Pipeline Cafe, and it looks over the whole club.
Yeah.
We're back there. Chris Brown is over there. And who else was in there? There was another celebrity that was there. I can't remember who it was. But it was crazy because like we already met Chris Brown at the show, and like to go up the green room, like give us dap, and like his boys give us dap. Like living in this moment. Imagine this. Like we're just starting off. This is 2008,
Right.
And we're opening for Chris Brown at the arena, and then we're doing his after party, and he's giving like showing love. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And then I'm up. Like this is one of those things, like one of those missed opportunities. And you try to live in the moment, and you're just not thinking. I was just very early in my career.
Yeah.
Okay. And I see this tall dude, like super clean, all like this jewelry on. And I was like, "Oh, that's Titty Boy." I knew who he was because he was rocking with Ludacris. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I knew who he was. I knew Players Circle. I just wasn't like really into his music, but I knew who he was. So I believe it was him. I don't know if it was his wife, but I walked over and I had one of my mixtapes, my first Ohana mixtape. And I was like, "Oh, what's up, Titty Boy? Good to meet you." He was like, "Hey, what's up, man? Nice to meet you." Super humble, super nice.
Dope.
Like he wasn't like blocking anybody out. He was just standing in the room. Nobody I don't know if anybody knew who he was or because he wasn't 2 Chainz yet.
Yeah.
And I knew who he was, and I was like, "Yo, what's up? Nice to meet you. And can I give you my CD?" And he looks at me. He's like, "Oh, dope. Are you a DJ?" I was like, "No, I'm a rapper." And he looks at me like, "You a rapper?
Yeah.
Hawaii gets down like that? Like you a rapper?" And he's looking at this. He opens my CD. He's looking at it, and it's one of those remember like the slim cases?
Yeah.
But I had like a professional cover. I had it was a burnt CD, but it looked nice. It was packaged nice.
Right.
My Ohana mixtape volume 1.
Shout out.
So he's looking at it, and he's looking at like he's like, look at the credits. He's like, oh man, who does your beats? And I point to Austin. Oh, that's my producer over there. He's like, oh, that's fresh. Oh, you guys got a studio nearby? Like, asking me all these questions. He's like, oh, are these industry beats?
He's just tripping.
He's tripping because like I got it. Sean J, shout out to Sean J again.
Yeah.
He helped me get my stuff professionally done or look like a professional mixtape. Cut Master Spaz was the DJ on it. And he's looking at it, asking me these questions, and like, I'm just like giving this dude Titty Boy yes or no answers. Like, oh, that's Austin, that's my producer. It's like, oh, that's dope, man. I didn't know Hawaii gets down like that. Got Hawaii rappers. It's like, yeah, man. I'm always recording and doing stuff. You guys got a studio nearby, and saying all these things to me. And I'm like, oh yeah, he got a studio, and he's like, I don't know if he's waiting for me to say something. I was like, yeah, man. We're always just trying to get busy, you know, and we're just doing things like, oh, we got. And he talks to his girl. I remember him saying, I can still like visualize and hear him and see him saying, yo, we gotta listen to this in the car. Hawaii got rappers, man. He's like looking at it, like just blown away.
Man.
Blown away.
Could add you a Titty Boy verse.
Yo. And he gives us a seat. He's like, yo, put this in your bag. We're gonna bump this in the car.
Yeah.
Man. And he's asking me like, what's there to do out here and doing stuff. And I'm just being cool. Like I'm not trying to be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just living in the moment. You know, talking to Titty Boy.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like I wasn't starstruck or anything. But now looking back at it, like we talked about, like, you know, like how are you accepted? Like, you know, your situation, like, oh, you're a rapper from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Like 2 Chainz is telling me this, blown away back in 2007, 2008. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not only was I got to see like a reaction of somebody of his status to a Hawaii rapper, and I didn't realize it at the time, mixed in with a major blown opportunity, bro. Like he gave me all the opportunities. He threw like 5 alley-oops.
Right.
He even asked me who my producer was.
He just watched.
He asked me if there's a studio nearby. Yo. So hey, 2 Chainz, if you still want to do a track, man. Yo.
Friend of the show. He's a friend of the show.
Yes.
When he watches this episode next week, he'll hit you up.
Yeah, man. I'll come out of retirement for a verse on that one. You feel me? Like
that's my 2 Chainz story, man. 2 Chainz and Chris Brown story, bro.
Yeah, man.